Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. My husband is a bank clerk and I have a work from home job which I barely bear since I'm an active outdoor person and like doing gardening stuff in particular. I figured since I have a background in gardening, I decided to use our spacious backyard to grow flowers and sell them online after arranging and organizing them into bouquets. When I brought this up with my husband, he said this was the worst idea ever. Adding to this would be a major waste of time and money and suggested I look for a second job. Wow, way to be supportive, huh? Okay. I didn't listen and started my business little by little. In a matter of 18 months, it started bringing decent money and I gained customers. My husband offered to look at how much I was able to make in the past months and was impressed. The other day, he was standing with his drink while I was checking my flowers. He talked about what a good job I was doing keeping our business flowing. I corrected him about it being our business and reminded him how little faith he had in my potential to make decent money out of growing, selling cut flowers. He was like, well, I didn't honestly think your little gardening hobby was going to get anywhere, but now that business is flourishing, I want my fair share of profit and won't settle for less than 50%. I can't believe he said it like that though, like, jeez, you had nothing to do with the business and you're trying to take your fair share of what? It's not a fair share. If you didn't do anything, why is he saying it's a fair share when he did nothing but try to put her down? I was puzzled. I asked why he thought he should get a share of profit, let alone 50%. His answer was that I was using his soil to grow my flowers on. I said, this is our house, our soil, not just his since we're married and both our names are on the title. He was like, actually, I owned this house long before you came along, so it's technically mine. I replied that he must be aware it will be split in half in case of separation. He laughed and joked about how silly I was for hinting separation just because he was asking for something that he so richly deserves, which is 50% of the profit. I said no and that he was delusional to ask because even his soil alone doesn't magically grow my flowers. There's a lot of work to it, from picking, buying seeds, taking time and effort to care for them, collecting, trimming and selling them, while all he does is sit back. I said it didn't matter to him when I started using his soil, so why now? He said it always matters when money is involved. We had an argument about it and he apologized, but only for approaching the subject rudely, but still wants 50%. He's been silent about it since after stating that he already said what he needed to say and I needed to make the right decision. The fact that he wants 50% of the profits when he isn't even helping just says a lot about his character. You literally put her down before she started her business, but now that it's going well, you want 50% of the profits? How dare you even bring that up? Money always makes everything messy, honestly. People really show their true colors when money is involved. If he helped her with her business and was supporting her all the way, then I totally get it if he was asking for some profits because he's spending time to help her with her business, but he ain't doing anything. He's sitting on his butt asking for 50% of the profits. Not even 10%, but 50%. You know, he's asking for so much. Dude, you ain't doing anything. Alright, moving on. I'm a 32-year-old single dad with a 16-year-old. We don't have a good relationship with my family because they're upset that I decided to take responsibility of my son. I haven't talked to them in years. However, I've been talking to my sister occasionally. She's 42 and has a 15-year-old daughter. A few weeks ago, she told me that she really was struggling financially and couldn't pay rent. I told her she could stay with me for a bit until she got back on her feet. So they moved in with us 2 weeks ago. She met my son for the first time since he was 5. Her daughter hasn't met him before. The daughter went straight to where I told her her bedroom would be and didn't come out for dinner. She's been acting like that ever since. I don't know if it's usual because my sister isn't paying any attention to her. My sister has also been acting snobby and I've been ignoring it thinking it'd go away. She discussed more like lectured me on my parenting styles and how, no offense, but it's really dangerous to let a 16-year-old go out past 9 p.m. and have a boyfriend and give him so much freedom while he's still a kid. I tried my best to ignore it. Wow. Lecturing someone else's parenting styles when you can't even parent your own kid. You're funny. You're a funny one. But yesterday my son was going to a sleepover. I was in the kitchen and so was my sister. He came in to say bye, kinda jumped on me and hugged me, told me love you, bye, and left. I think it's pretty normal, but my sister started looking at me weirdly and asked if he always does that. I asked her what she was asking and she straight up told me that it seemed creepy and perverted to have physical contact with my son. This makes me so freaking mad, honestly. Like, this is why some kids don't want to have physical contact with their parents, because of people like this, honestly. That's freaking normal. What do you mean that's weird? Just because your kid doesn't love you like that doesn't mean other people's kids can't do that. Oh my gosh, your kid just doesn't love you. Wow, so she's literally saying every single parent who hugs the kids are perverted? That's probably why her own kid won't speak to her. I had it up to my neck at that point and I just snapped. I told her that just because her daughter has a bad relationship with her and refuses to talk to her doesn't mean that it's not normal to have a close relationship with their child, and she's actually sick and delusional for even thinking about something like that. She got offended, of course, and went upstairs to her room. We briefly argued after a few hours, and she basically said that she had good intentions and didn't mean anything to offend me so much, and I should apologize for insulting her and sticking my nose into her and her daughter's relationship. We haven't talked after that, and I haven't apologized to her, so I'd like to hear an unbiased opinion on this. He said it. He said exactly what I was thinking, honestly. Like, just because she's not happy with her own relationship with her kid doesn't mean she has to tear someone else down for them being happy. Like, jealous much? As if she's gonna say that's not normal. Oh my gosh, that's what every kid and every parent wants. Like, if I had a kid, and even if they were 16, even if they're 40, okay? I would still want to hug them because they're my babies, alright? Honestly, they're gonna be your babies no matter how old they are. Alright? Hugging is just showing how much you love them, as if she's gonna make that weird. I just think it's so weird that you hug your son. Like, who does that? Who shows love to their kids? I don't do that. My husband and I work long shifts. We have 3 kids, and for years we've been hiring babysitters of different kinds to help with the kids. My oldest is my 14-year-old daughter, Lauren. She's been going through a hard phase after her best friend passed away from leukemia in December. It impacted her hugely. She received therapy for 2 months and is doing better now, but grief has no timeline and she misses her bestie so much. I do all I can do to be available and lend her a comforting shoulder. We got her a new journal to write down about her thoughts and feelings, and she's been doing a lot better since she had it. We were looking for a babysitter and my husband suggested his friend's 17-year-old daughter. I know her, so I said yes right away. She worked for us for weeks. She sometimes teases Lauren about her being uptight, never smiling, giving her the nickname Grinch. I told her to stop it, but she said she was just messing with her, trying to get her to cheer up. No biggie. Days ago, while I was working, Lauren called me and was crying, saying I needed to come home. I freaked out, and when I got there, I saw the babysitter sitting with the kids. Lauren was upstairs. She said the babysitter took her journal and started reading it out loud in front of the kids while recording herself. What? She did what? She read someone's journal and recorded herself reading it? Seriously? You don't touch anyone's journal. I was pissed. I asked the babysitter and she said she was just messing around with Lauren and showing her that it's okay to speak emotions out loud instead of bottling it up. She really thought she was helping her overcome her fear to express herself. I yelled saying it wasn't her place and that she caused more trouble than ever. She apologized and swore she deleted the video, but I told her she could no longer work for us and needed to leave. She broke down crying and apologizing to me and Lauren, but I refused to let her keep her job. I know Lauren doesn't want to be around her anymore. Good. Now that's a good mum. Honestly, you don't need a babysitter who freaking does this kind of stuff. Like, just be polite and don't touch anything that's not yours. You're a babysitter. No one wants you to fix them. Alright, that would make me so mad as well. Like, what the heck? Who cares if I'm not smiling? I don't want to smile. I don't want to laugh. Who cares? Don't try to fix me. Honestly. My husband came home and was upset that I let the babysitter go, reminding me that this was his friend's daughter and I shouldn't have made her leave. He argued that I handled this the wrong way and that I should have been the adult in this situation instead of yelling and kicking her out. I explained what she did to Lauren, but he said I agree with you on this. She should have known better, but she didn't. Kids her age make mistakes. What she's done is she apologized, so we should give her another chance. He kept on about how this impacted his friendship of 14 years. Also said we're now without a babysitter and his trip is this week, so I have no choice but to let her come back, but I said no, she will never step a foot in the house again. He called me unreasonable by referring to everything as if it's mine and he shouldn't have an opinion, and said it's his house too. I ended up calling him delusional for expecting me to rehire her after the stunt she pulled on Lauren, and I won't let it happen again because my daughter can't feel comfortable in her own home. He got very upset for what I said and stopped speaking to me since. I don't think she was wrong for sticking up for her daughter. Honestly, she did the right thing. If anyone makes your daughter feel uncomfortable, they should not go near your daughter ever again. Honestly, she should know better. She's 17 years old. She's not 10 years old, okay? Reading someone's diary out loud and then recording it, that's messed up. You can't tell someone to show their emotions and not bottle up it all inside when you don't even know them. Like, what do you want her to tell you? She doesn't even feel comfortable telling you anything. You're the babysitter, okay? You're not her parents. You're not her friend. You're a babysitter. Don't get too personal, alright? The dad worrying about his friendship more than he worries about his own daughter. Okay, nice. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!